Yeah, I'm very, very late. Super late. Super late. I feel like this is gonna be a very short stream because I can't really make use of it. Ah, man. Yeah, I'm such a terrible streamer, am I right? Just cannot. Just cannot keep up the stream times. And it's only because I have so much to think about, and yeah, even then I'm still still using the stream as a way to think of that stuff. Yeah, that's whatever, I guess. Man, I'm just gonna have to just gonna have to wing it. Well, not exactly wing it. More like just kind of go with the flow sort of thing. I don't really know, but I just have to see. Yeah. Anyway, hello to whoever is watching the stream at the moment, and hello to whoever is watching the VOD. I am Andrike and I'm a cyborg VTuber of the Mossiverse, and we're gonna be doing just some casual quotation marks casual ASMR. It's not gonna be at all traditional. As is indicated on the stream title, it's just researching. Just researching. Whatever the hell that's supposed to entail. Yeah, let's not worry about it too much just yet. Yeah, let's not worry about it too much just yet. I say that, but it's definitely gonna go all sorts of places. But oh well, it'll be fine. Probably anyway, it'll probably be fine. We'll just have to wait and wait and see. But yeah, if anyone saw the Twitter post, I got the thing. What thing, you might ask? The thing. Oh god, it always pops up really huge when it comes to it. I got the thing. It came, and so did I. Oh no. It arrived, and I am still waiting for everything else. So, I got the hilt. I got most of the electronics, but I still have to wait for everything else to arrive. So, tools, equipment, and necessary electronics, whatnot, components that are necessary to prevent any kind of disaster. Yeah, but I got the thing. It's a very nice hilt. I could just, what should I say? I could just use it as a tool for ASMR. if I could just grab it. I put it around the bubble wrap that it came in. Just because I'm not using it, so. And yeah, free bubble wrap for the sake of ASMR, right? That's pretty fun. Yeah, no, it's not very relevant, but yeah, it's fine. But I got it. Very hollow. Very hollow because there's nothing in here. So it's just if you want to think about it in a really weird sense, it's just a complex hollow tube. So it's just gonna be very, very funny. I don't know. But it's a really nice hilt. I like it. It's very, very compact. Oh, I say compact, but it's probably one of the larger size hilts. But it's just so weird to, transition over from like the official lightsabers over to the kinds of saber hilts that you see on other vendors. And then these ones are so much thinner. Just like the way it's machined is just, it's like a little over an inch in diameter, and then they fit like an inch blade or 7/8 of an inch, and it's, yeah, that's how they manage to really maintain the size. The only issue is that, well, because of the small form factor of these hilts, is that you gotta be very cautious with your wire management. So, in order to actually get it to work out, then you just have to kind of utilize different size wires and all that. It's very, very complicated. Very simple but complicated. Because not every part is gonna use the same size. So it's always just gonna be very funny. Yeah, this is an empty hilt. It has two buttons. One for power, other for auxiliary or secondary button. Plungers. Just spring-loaded plunger buttons that press onto nothing because there's nothing inside of it to press on. But I could grab the parts, because it's supposed to press down onto tactile buttons, but it's not here in the hilt. It's separate and just doing whatever. And the interesting thing about these buttons is that they are translucent. They can shine light through. It's gonna be so funny. And I suppose I could probably just unscrew a bit of this. Hi Alice, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Yep. Yeah, I unscrew it, and then it's just one half of it, and then the other half of it, which is extremely sharp on the edges. Showing his big lightsaber on stream, oh my god. Yeah, something to somewhat brag about. It's not actually... Man, I don't know. It's, it's gonna be something. Man. But yeah, you could hear all the metal. It's almost fully metal. The only non-metal parts is like the grippy section at the middle of it, because that's like rubber provided for grip. What do you mean? Man, what are you thinking weird things? How dare you? And then like the other non-metal thing is just the buttons, obviously. Gotta have grip, yes. Yeah, these buttons are translucent plastic, as I said, so you could have shine through stuff. And I guess I also got myself a chassis for the inside of the hilt. This one's 3D printed to actually get the dimensions correct. Cost effective. Still hollow because there's nothing installed in it yet. I'm still waiting. But at the moment I'm just test fitting all the parts to make sure they fit in the right places. So it's not too boring while I just kind of wait for the rest of everything to arrive. But yeah, there's compartments in here for certain things. It's gonna be very interesting. And then this section of the chassis just kind of splits apart. Am I assembling it later on stream? Not on stream. I don't think I want to do that. Because I'm not confident with that yet. I haven't done anything like this before, so I have to experiment with it off stream. But yeah, this splits open for the speaker, and then this connects back again for the crystal. Oh, the crystal. Oh. Then you could slide it inside of here. Kind of make sure it fits. Too shy to show my lightsaber in raw. What? No. What if something blows up on stream and then I die? No, I'm kidding. I'm not that stupid. But I'm also not that smart either. But yeah, I have most of the components here, and it's gonna be something. I also have like a diagram to like show off like where most of everything should be going. Although it's gonna be very weird to interpret it. You could make a joke with the blow up part. No, don't do it. How dare you? Yeah, that's that one. But what I plan to do is kind of reference this. Reference this diagram. And this is mostly what I have to work with. The main circuit board, soundboard, which is the brain, like the whole brain of the whole thing. This thing is gonna be so... yes, so simple. Yeah. I mean, in practice it's simple, but to put it in actual use, it's it gets more difficult as you add more stuff to it. Man. But here we are. So here's the board, and it's a very open source board, so customization is almost endless, and I like that because I kind of want that kind of customization and freedom to put whatever I want. So yeah, this tiny board here, jeez, it's so tiny. Like, yes, the image that's shown here is bloated up, but in reality it's like less than an inch in width. So it's gonna be so difficult to get to, all sorted. Yeah, this tiny thing. And it includes a micro SD card here. So it doesn't have like a latching thing like other soundboards do. So it just kind of pulls out and pushes back in instead of like pushing in and then it locks in place and then you push it in and then it releases a bit of the SD card. This one is just a very tedious kind of thing. But I'll eventually have to figure out how to get around this. And yeah, when I actually get this thing sorted with the sound, like the soundboard and the sound fonts, then I might eventually make custom sound fonts based on certain VTubers. Who knows? Who knows which ones? I just have to really look up enough source material to actually sample enough sound effects to actually use that. I've seen it happen, but yeah, no, it's gonna be so difficult. Yeah, this board is very cool. Very cool, but very difficult to work with if you don't know what you're doing. Which I don't know what I'm doing, so it is difficult to work with. Yeah, so in total, there's gonna be like a lot of... Oh, it doesn't seem like a lot is happening, but there's gonna be so much that's happening. But I'll just go one by one. We got the battery. It's a very thick battery. It's a very thick battery. And I say that because it's like a AA battery. Thick. Man. It's like a AA size, except a little bit more than that. Or, yeah, no, certainly not a AA size. It's a little bit wider than that. But that'll be the battery I'll be using. And there's gonna be certain contacts for the batteries, for the positive and negative sides. And it's gonna be in this bag. And in this bag is also where the crystal, well, not real crystal, it's a 3D printed crystal, but still looks nice. It's a very tiny crystal. that's gonna fit at the bottom. Gonna fit at the bottom. And it's gonna be hooked up to this accent LED, which it doesn't look like this. It's actually a circular LED. It's a singular LED, and it has like 6 total pads, but it definitely doesn't look like this. Gotta fit in the bottom. What? What do you want from me, man? Like the bottom of this chassis here. And you know, that definitely fits in there. I'm gonna have to glue that soon. Well, as soon as it actually happens. What you said? You said it in a weird way. That's what, man. Okay, well, I have like the positive on this battery tab and this negative battery tab. Battery contacts there. So that'll be... You did? Well, I said it in full while you said it out of context. You cut off some words that I said, but you didn't say. You haven't slept yet, you say? You have an excuse? No, too bad. Just go sleep then. Why are you still up then? Man. Whatever. So yeah, that battery contact goes up here, and then the negative goes over here, and then with those contacts you connect a wire, and then they'll connect over either in this slot, or it could be on this slot. I think to make it simple, I'll make it so that these 2 negatives from the buttons will go over to this side, and then the battery negative will go to this side, because this is also battery negative. And then battery positive goes with the wire from this contact point, and then to the kill switch, because I will add the kill switch. And yeah, rude. What do you mean? I'm just saying the truth. Man. You'll go twerking in front of my face. What? Man. If that means you're gonna take care of yourself, then go ahead. I appreciate you stopping in though. Honestly, this seems so cool coming from assembling shit for shows and musicals. You love this shit. Uh-huh. Yeah. But yeah, good night. Good night, owls. Alright. Yeah, this kill switch is gonna be connected to the positive of the battery, and then this negative. Or no, it's not. It's technically not negative. It's just kind of another positive here. It's just like a positive from the battery, and then a positive from both the connector here and from the kill switch, and it'll go over to battery plus. But I'm also gonna have to worry about this side of it with the accent LED, and then maybe I'll have to find a way to connect this over. This is gonna suck. I mean, I'm sure I'll figure it out, but I can't just... Yeah, I can't just connect 3 of these to the kill switch and then to here, cause then it's too much for the kill switch to handle. Oh yeah, and the buttons. My buttons do not look the same. Mine have LEDs on them, so there's gonna be a lot more wires to connect, and they're probably gonna go into this slot. Maybe this slot as well. And all the other free data pads, like right over here. It's gonna be so complicated. These damn buttons. But it's gonna look so clean if I get it done properly. And these buttons are tiny. Yeah, you can somewhat hear it. It's so tiny. Which, I mean, I guess if I could test fit it right now. I mean, I've kind of test fitted everything off stream already, but I might as well just do it again. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, this is one of the designs that are not beginner friendly to start with, because this hilt has so much premium stuff. Oh, quotation marks, premium stuff. When in reality, it's just a whole lot of this and that. Just fit this in the chassis. See if it could actually slot in without any problems. You could barely hear them from in there, but as soon as you slide them over into here, assuming everything is lined up properly, and assuming the buttons are tightened from the hilt and then over to the actual tactile buttons, then yeah, it's very quiet. It's very quiet, but yeah, that's fine. I'll just take the buttons out, because well, there's no real point of having it stay there, because there's nothing connected. I'm just pre-planning it out first. Oh god. There you go. And yeah, in hopes that I actually get those correctly, and yeah, I'll just have to wait until the day that I get everything. Yeah, again, like, seeing these kind of things in person is just like way smaller than you would imagine them to be. It's so weird. Just because we're so used to seeing them on screen, and it's like, oh, that's not too bad, until you receive it in person and it's really tiny. So yeah, you can have these buttons connect over from the 2 wires and then connect them over into one, and then I'll just plan over this battery to this side of it. And then speakers are very straightforward. I feel like the speakers are super straightforward. It's like the most basic one, because it's just negative and positive and it's super easy to tell. And then the OLED display, the most interesting one, because it'll actually show off stuff on there. And if I could just slot them in the chassis to really test the fit of it. Then just kind of fits there, and then just kind of slide it over, and then there we go. And yeah, with this hilt you can actually see the OLED display from the outside, so it's gonna be very cool. It's gonna be very cool. Hi son, welcome in. Thank you for the check-in. Hope you're doing well today. And I guess, yeah. Okay, with the OLED display, it's gonna be very straightforward as well. They just go in their respective slots. Ground into ground. And this pain in the butt. Yeah, this pain in the butt of an accent LED. It's just a singular LED, but the way that it is just extremely weird. It's because it has like data in and data out, and then a whole lot of other pads. And it's gonna be so confusing. I just have to keep reading the manual, because it's so weird. But yeah, I'm assuming I just have to have the ground over to whichever slot. I'm gonna have to really think about that one later. And then this positive slot all the way over, and then split it into these two, and then have the data line connected to a resistor, and then over to the third data line. And I've been researching this part for the longest time, thinking whether or not I needed this for a singular LED. And it's sometimes yeah, sometimes nah. But for my own sake, I'm just gonna assume yes, it's gonna have to be necessary just for this instance. And it's also considering that for the first data line, the resistor for that is already here, but the rest of the other data lines, the data pads, I mean, they're not there at all, so then you have to manually put on a resistor on the external part of the wiring. And then there's this one, the blade connector. And this one also sort of confused me a bit, because I'm gonna use different size wire gauges as well. And it's just gonna be very weird. Like I know this one is gonna be linked to data 2, and then this one is gonna be linked to data 1, and then this one. This is what I really doubted about. It's like putting it there and then splitting it into 2. And it's like, oh, maybe I could just put it on one of these negative pads, which also kind of works. It's like, could work still. It's not like it's wrong, but it's also like, eh. And then the one positive over to the aforementioned kill switch, because that's what I plan to do with this positive here, to connect it over to here. Oh yeah, maybe I'm supposed to connect this all the way over to this side, because I want this accent LED to mimic this one, because this also has LEDs on it. So this one will go all the way over to this, and or it could go to this one. So I guess that is sorted out. And then this one could just traditionally go to ground. Or no, it doesn't go to ground. It was supposed to go split here. And I guess LED 1. Yeah, LED 1 goes to one of the pixels. So one of the pixel switches. So this one will go to the plus, and then this one to the other plus, and then the other one is for the pixel negative on the free slots. Yeah, it's gonna be very weird. But I think it'll work out in the end. I think if I'm still thinking maybe I could just use this as well. Like instead of using this side of it for the battery negative, I could probably switch these negatives over to the ground, and then this one over to this one, and then like have them kind of bridge together. That could probably work as well. But man, the symmetry, I kind of want the symmetry going, but probably need more practicality than anything. I still have to think about the space that I have to work with when it comes to the wire management in this chassis. I haven't looked at the kill switch though, for how it's supposed to be. That just fits in. Just a flick of a switch. And that'll work out, I guess. And all I really have to do is figure everything out with time. And I mean in a way that I have to wait until I actually get everything. Try that. I haven't, now that I think about it, I haven't test fitted the accent LED on the crystal, because that was also a thing. Yeah, that was also a thing I had to do. which just kind of goes on top of the chassis like this. I don't want to push too hard, otherwise it'll get stuck a little too early. I mean, it's not like it's permanently stuck there, but it'll just sit on top of this, and yeah, then I could just go underneath and then just kind of poke it out of the chassis again. Yeah, it's gonna be quite something, for sure. And I don't know how confident I am, but I might be able to get it within the first try. Assuming that I've done everything correctly. Okay, let's see. I haven't taken a look at this one though. Oh yeah, there was the whole reference of this as well. We kind of looked at that one already though. What about the whole pad referenced? Because obviously that one's gonna be very, very weird. But no, each thing serves a different purpose, and I'm sure it'll be fine, I guess. Oh, that definitely just goes in there. Again, I don't really want to push it in all the way. The thing is, if I do that with the crystal, then it's gonna be stuck forever. And I mean, it's not gonna be the worst thing that happens if it does get stuck in there. But you know, it's gonna be a little more difficult to wire or solder in the wires in the respective pads. And then I could just take a look at this area. This bottom section of the pommel can unthread itself. That piece itself already feels hefty as heck. And then there's this section of it which could also unthread, like within. And then that also gives access to this whole pommel section sliding out. And then this could also help out test fit the chassis from the bottom. So just kind of slide the bottom piece of the pommel over the top of the chassis and just kind of align the grooves, and then carefully slot the other half of the bottom piece of the pommel over, and ensuring that all the pieces are actually in place. And then afterwards, just kind of thread them over. What do you mean wild? What was wild about that? Excuse me? Man. Then unscrew, just kind of screw this one in. And then just kind of Maybe I should. Maybe I should loosen up a bit of the buttons here, so I could actually slide this in. And that's not quite aligned. Not quite aligned with the actual thing itself. That's why you kind of have to make a reference of like where the actual piece should belong. But I'll do that later. All I was doing was just test fitting everything to make sure everything works out. It's pretty nice though. Pretty nice. There's just so much that goes into this, and it's so cool. But at the exact same time, my fingers are kind of getting dirty because I accidentally touched the grooves, the threads. So it's so dirty from all the grease. And I'm just getting it everywhere. All over my hands. No, I'm kidding. Not really. It's a bit over exaggerated. But yeah, I don't regret this impulse buy because it's a really nice looking hilt. I love it. And when it's done, then I'm gonna show it off to everyone. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna bring it to wherever I go. It's too valuable. Too valuable with the money spent and the time spent and sentimental value as it goes along. This whole thing just feels nice. Just feels very nice. And this, especially the grippy section, the rubber in the middle of the hilt, it's so nice. really just feels. Okay, well, no, don't really do that because it's probably just gonna wear out the pattern. So yeah, don't mess around with it, I guess. Yeah, there's so many things that can unthread itself. The emitter can unthread itself, and it's just kind of its own piece. But it feels really weird if it's missing on the top, so I'm just gonna put it back in. And well, if you secure it tightly enough, then it doesn't have any rattling. It has a little bit of rattle because of the blade retention screw that's up here, but when I tighten it up a bit, then literally no rattle. nothing. Yeah, that's, I guess, what I have to do. My duties. Oh, and I forgot about the speaker. It comes in this very interesting container. And it has the red mark at the back of it to indicate which side is the positive and then which side is the negative. So it's very helpful when it comes to that. Very nice. And yeah, that's that. Cool. And then a sticker. Sticker for something. I don't know. Could be used for just decoration on your PC or your phone case or whatever the heck. Could be for a lot of anything, but whatever. So a speaker will go there. Just looking at everything. Battery contacts will go in the respective slots. Crystal chamber? Or no, rather just like the crystals only. Looking at it, yeah, I'm not entirely sure how it should go together, because it's probably just a lot of wire management from this spot to that spot. Yeah, it's gonna be quite a bit to understand, like where any of the wires go. I feel like wire management is one of the more important parts of this whole thing. Like, I think speaker wires could go inside this kind of slot in the chassis, and then meanwhile the rest of the other wires go into this slot and then exit out from this slot and then somehow connect over underneath? Oh god. Underneath? That's gonna be wild. Underneath here? I mean, I know battery tab is gonna have to go from this area, and it's gonna have to eventually go over and then to the soundboard. Yeah, that's a lot of thinking that I'm gonna have to do. And then this area for the buttons, of course, and then this area for the other button, and then this area for the NeoPixel connector. This is your kind of project when you're not asleep. Man, it's my kind of project when I have no ideas. And then I just kind of decide to do something that I don't know how to do, and then I learn myself how to do it. It's like last year all over again, except a little more intense. A little more intense than the Rivals of Ether project. Oh my god. I mean, with Rivals of Ether, I knew at least I had to do something. With this one, I haven't really touched on it too much. Yeah, I'm assuming just kind of disconnects from this spot, and then it's pretty much how the chassis would look. Don't think any of the don't think any of the other parts of the chassis would show. And it just kind of screws in until it's lined up relatively evenly, but I don't want to over tighten it, or else the threads are going to be very loose in the end of it. But it's a very elegant hilt. Inspired by multiple characters' hilts, which is nice. Which is like, it's just very nice. It's like mostly a Sith oriented hilt, but if you want to really think about it, it's more like a universal type of hilt. It just doesn't really belong in any side. It just kind of has certain things. But it's still nice. I like it. I very much like it. Like mostly silver body with some black and then copper accents. It's very nice. I like it. Me like. So, yeah. And then if I just kind of keep it around, and it's gonna be on my desk forever. It's just gonna be a desk piece. It's like, oh yeah, you wanna hear my swing saber? It just turns it on and then swings it. Whoosh whoosh whoosh. Man, I wish. And it's only gonna be a wish until I actually get it done. But for now, I still have to wait for everything to arrive, and I highly doubt I'm ever gonna get it all next week. But it might happen. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to wait. I'm just gonna have to wait. I feel like for sure this bottom area has to be glued down once everything is put into place. Because I highly doubt any of this has to be disconnected. But I feel like everything should be glued down after I'm done with the whole assembly and checking that everything works. But yeah, it's a very funny thing that I decided to do. And it's like, oh, okay, screw it. I'm not gonna have someone else do it for me. I'm gonna do it myself. It's a better learning experience, after all. You know, to learn it myself rather than have someone else do it. 'Cause I know I'm not a wuss. Yeah, not like it's not like it's easy, but I'm sure I'll get it down within a certain amount of time. I'm still looking at this and I'm just so confused. I don't know why. It's not really supposed to be that difficult to get a grasp of, but I'm always really confused when it comes to this. Oh, gosh darn it. How could they do this? But I look at... Okay, I'm looking at the PCB, and it seems like there's 2 resistors on it. So I feel like I can only really use option 2. So I think I'm able to well, not ignore, but I think I'm able to use a different data pad. Actually, that actually might work if I'm using it in parallel. That could work, actually. I'm staring at it very hard. I'm just losing my mind, just like, oh. Yeah, no, don't worry about me. I'm looking at the manual for the connector again, and I'm comparing it over to the one I have right now, and it's just interesting. I say it's interesting because I didn't think it was going to be option 2 of the connector. I thought it was going to be option 4, which is going to be like independent LEDs, but I can't do that if I have this LED or pin connector, which really only has 2 resistors instead of 1 of them on R2. So I can't do option 4. I have to do it that way. So I don't... Okay, that changes a lot of things, because then that means I don't need that resistor. Okay, now that's kind of confusing still to... It's still sort of confusing to me, but I think it'll work out. Yeah, or at least I say it'll probably work out. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be option 2 for it. It's gonna be like option 4. Two SMT resistors added. Wait, then what is... No, I'm still... It's just... yeah, this is why I really needed further research, because I haven't fully inspected what I have right now. Because with this one, with this one I have 2 resistors. The other options only have 1 resistor, which leads to certain other things to do. But then I'm like, what do I do with this? And then maybe I could just, maybe in the end I really don't need that external resistor. I could just go with it. It's just so dang confusing sometimes. What happens when a noob like me is just like, oh, whoa. Yeah. Yeah, it's... I'll just go with option 2. Data wire solder to data 2 pad. And then I suppose I'll just leave the other data pad alone. So in reality, if I go back to it, then in reality I have to ignore this, and this resistor right here is actually here. Instead of just being only here, it's actually on both of these. And I could ignore this side of it. So then in reality, I could actually have this data line go over to data 1, and then this one go to data 2 still. And then, yeah. That's very nice. That works out in the end. Just means I could have data 3 for... Yeah, no, I'll just ignore data 3 then. It'll just be data 1 from this one. Or no, data 1 from this one. And then data 2 to this one. At least I think it could work like that. The kind of configuration I'm going for. Just blindly assuming it works like that because, yeah, it's definitely more different than I really thought it was gonna be. Yeah, I'll still need the blade detection pin, so this will still go over to the free area here. And I'll still have to use the other free options for the pixel negatives over to here, and then the pixel positive over to here and here. Right? At least I think that's how it works. Oh, man. Yeah. I don't know. Oh wait, I forgot that there was also like a data line for the pixel switches as well. Oh wait, no, it's the other way around. Yeah, I'm being cringe. These LED is for negatives. Or, no, wait, no, I'm just... Yeah, no, I'm really gonna have to... And pause the side of LED hooks directly to battery. What? Okay, no, I'm just gonna have to... I'm really just gonna have to look it through again. Because I'm... stupid. Yeah, no, so it's not this. And I'm still thinking the free has to be a different thing. I thought it was that way. I thought it was that way, but it probably isn't that way. And also maybe I could use data 3 for one, like data 3 and data 4 for these ones. Most likely. Yeah, this is gonna be quite a bit of a thinking process, isn't it? Man. It's so funny. for a pin positive or a pin negative. Yeah, it's just gonna be, it's gonna be so interesting. It's gonna be so interesting for sure. Data, huh? Data in, data out. Yeah, it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be super weird. Yeah. And then still gonna have to really think about this one. Data can be from these two. Data 2 comes from this one. Data 1 can come from this one. Gonna have to edit the diagram because this one's not in the correct configuration. At least I think it's not. Like if it's option 2 configuration, that is totally different. But this is still correct here. This one's also still correct. I said this one going to the positive over here so it can mimic that one. Although I still don't know if that's really how it works. Because if that's really how it works, then holy crap, that's gonna be quite a bit of wire. Quite a bit of wire that actually goes along there. Man, I don't know what I'm doing. Just kind of looking at this. Yeah, that's wild. They'll connect these two together for sure. Then connect this battery over. Oh, actually I could just swap the positionings of them, or I guess it doesn't matter. But LED 1 and 6. It's gonna have to be for these ones. And the data. And then the free. And then the rest of the pins that are not gonna be used. And I guess that's the planning, I guess, of it. I'll probably reflect the changes sometime later, because this, I thought I had to do this, but then I realized I'm not in the correct configuration for the blade connector, so I definitely have to change it so then it's this one that goes here, and then this one that goes here, and then this one's already on the resistor, and then this one goes all the way over here, this one, alright, no, it goes all the way over here, this one goes over here to here, and then this one could connect over to here, and then this battery, whichever, this one goes over to the kill switch, these go into button 1 and button 2, and then these wires go from the OLED displays of SDA, SCL, and then this one, and then ground, and then speakers, negative and positive. And then the pixels on the switches. I'm still thinking it has to go here and here, and then the others for free slots on this area. I'm really assuming that. And wire management is gonna be hellish if it's oriented like this. So I'm really gonna have to decide how I go about this. And I'm still worried about the kill switch thing because the orientation might it might matter. Depending on where the area of the switch is up the top. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, if it means that I have to have this as the off state and then this one, or if it's on the on state and it just goes all over the place. I don't know. This is just a lot to think about. There's just so much to think about than I realize. For no reason. Oh yeah, this is SD power. I'm assuming it's like the power of the SD card. And then it just kind of powers this screen. It's a very tiny screen, but it's a very nice screen. Yeah, in the end of it, it might be a safe option to just go with the option 2 configuration. Ditch this data to, like, this second data line, have it go over, like, erase this whole thing, have this go into the respective slot, have this one go into data 1, and then have data 3 and 4 come from these buttons, and then these ones, and then these ones. It's gonna be a lot to think about, but yeah. Enough researching, because I don't really think it's getting anywhere. Yeah. Alright. Well, that was a very pointless stream. Well, okay, it's not exactly pointless, but it's just something. Yeah, just something. Probably, yeah, just a lot of pre-planning before doing the actual thing, because it's important to know exactly what to do before you do it. I just keep wondering if there was ever an actual option for that. If there was ever an option for any of the others, like the option 4 that I thought I was gonna do, but it's actually option 2. Or I guess... No, I don't actually. I wouldn't actually know. At least, not yet. Two more independent. Hmm. Yeah. I guess. Yeah, I guess I just go with option 2. Oh well. Yeah, there's. I guess to go with option 4, you have to remove the resistor itself. In which case, I really don't want to, because I don't think it matters. uh, at least to me, I don't think it really matters. Because what this means is that with the fourth option, it just means that the PCB LEDs are going to be different from the blade LED. So if you have the blade on, then it's going to be this color, and then if you have the blade off, then it's going to be a different color. I don't really think it matters that much to me, so I'm not gonna go for option 4, that's just too complex. And there's option 3, which is just really strange. I don't like how option 3 looks, because it's just strange. It's just strange to look at. So option 2 is just a little more traditional. Option 1 is just the most boring option because it doesn't use any of the LEDs on the PCB. And besides, there's already an option for like an LED, like LED and no LED option. So yeah, I don't really think it matters. Yeah, when it comes to it anyway, I don't think it really matters. So option 2 it is. Option 2 it is, because I don't want to care about having to remove a resistor just to accommodate for a different thing. Yeah, I just think it's a little bit easier if I go in a certain way. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, I guess in all its entirety, LED 2, LED, or I guess, I get the feeling I was still correct about it. I get a feeling I was still correct about the pixel positive on these ones. No, but I'm technically not. It's like, no, pixel negative is on here. And then the free is probably the positive. Yeah, it might be the other way around. It might be the other way around. Yeah. At least I think. I think it might work that way. The free, huh? The free spots. The free, 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 free. Even though I really don't know the meaning of too much of it, but I'm trying to really get used to it. Yeah, alright. I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'll just go into end stream because I am so tired of thinking of this anyway. Yeah, it's just weird. The next ASMR stream I'll do, I promise I'll make it a lot more normal. I promise the next ASMR stream is gonna be more normal than whatever I was doing here. I mean, I did say in the stream title it was gonna be a researching stream of what I plan to do with this very nice saber. Like I already said it, so I might as well just go with it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just holding on to my saber feels nice. Really makes me want to chop some stuff. Really chop some stuff with this, or maybe bonk people with this, because I get the feeling the bottom. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna touch on that anymore, because that's a little excessive. Yeah. Alright. That's it. I'm just gonna end the stream. I'm not gonna raid anyone today, because I'm just feeling mentally exhausted. So, not gonna think about anything of who I would want to raid. So I apologize if I can't really do anything about it. So yeah, I'm just gonna head out. Again, as I said, I promise I'll make the next ASMR stream, more normal than it usually is, than, this one. Just the usual ASMR stream I usually do with, ear cupping, as well as blanket rubs, and whispers, etc. This one was just really dumb. This is really dumb because I was just geeking out about how cool this is. And then when I get it done, then I'll be a Jedi or a Sith. I mean, I guess if you want to think about it, I'm just some guy. Just some guy who already made his own thing. Yeah. Alright. But I'm gonna head out now. So thank you to whoever stopped by to watch the stream, and thank you to whoever stopped by to watch the VOD. I appreciate it as always. And again, as I say, I'm gonna do I'm gonna do a more normal ASMR stream on Sunday, and I apologize if this stream was very short. I just didn't want to think about it too much. So yeah, I'm just gonna go. So yeah, I'll see everyone on Sunday then. Alright, bye bye. Bye.